There is evidence for climate change from the beginning of the Quaternary period to the present day, which can be split into natural and human factors. Orbital changes suggest that the Earth may have had a higher eccentricity, which means it had a more elliptical orbit, bringing the Earth closer to the Sun and making its atmosphere warmer. This occurs over an estimated 100,000 years. There is also actual tilt to consider, as the axis which the Earth spins around can shift, causing some parts of the Earth to get more heated due to the Sun shining on it. This happens over every 41,000 years. Changes in solar activity can also be used to show reasons for climate change. Over an 11-year period, the variety of sunspots on the Sun changed the intensity of the rays released, and so over 11 years, the temperature goes from minimum to maximum. Furthermore, it can be argued that the solar flares from the Sun can cause small changes to the climate. Finally, for natural factors, volcanic eruptions have been known to cause climate changes due to the large quantities of ash, gases, and liquid into the atmosphere to trap heat that is naturally emitted, or in some cases cool the climate. For example, what happened in the Mount Pinatubo eruptions from 1991 onward. The first human factor includes how we burn vast amounts of fossil fuels, which reinforces the greenhouse effect of trapping heat from the sun in the atmosphere. This is further supported by our growing population, which needs more energy, which results in more greenhouse gases being released from the fossil fuels which we increasingly need to burn. Agriculture is another major human factor, as a lot of the cows we maintain release large amounts of methane, which is many times more potent as a heat-trapping gas than carbon dioxide. This is further fueled by a growing population, which causes more agriculture to be needed, and therefore more greenhouse gases are released. The last human factor includes deforestation, as it reduces the number of trees and therefore the number of carbon sinks which can effectively combat climate change. The effects of climate change on humans is how it causes further difficulty in maintaining a good quality of life. This is because droughts can become more common, for example the California drought between 2011 and 2017, and make access to necessities, in this case water, more difficult. Health issues like heat stroke may also become more prevalent as the temperature increases, causing further complications for humans. The effects of climate change on the environment include how high temperatures makes it hard for some plants to survive, as they cannot adapt quickly enough to the rising temperature. Furthermore, ecosystems may be drastically affected, as organisms may migrate to cooler regions and affect whole food chains, which can lead to a loss of biodiversity and even extinction.